Hey guys, I'm Kaiakis and welcome back to Prophet C, where last time we just got into, I think, the electric eels, and we are just about to start into our $1,000,000 purchases. So let's go ahead and get cooking. I believe last time it was determined not to go for the chests, but instead try to go for large pools of, what are these, rares? Rare fish? I think those are the ones that we're trying to get to now. So let's see how many of those we can get, and well, that was a bad spot down there anyway. Oh, didn't even level up. But let's see. So here's our rare fish, 616,000 out of 800,000. So yeah, the rare fish are definitely the way to go. 1.5 million. Fish spawn rate or a common fish multiplier for the value. I think that very well might give us a good amount of money. So let's focus again on these rare fish. Jumping around. Hopefully I can choose some good spots. I'm pretty bad at, well, being a little blind for these kind of things. That might have been a decent one. Hey, I leveled up though, so that's a good sign. Let's see here. Alright, how did our common fish do? Well, not very good. I think these are commons, or are these commons? I don't know. What do common fish look like now? This might actually be uncommon, and these could be commons. Although, with how many I caught, I don't know. I do not know. Let's just grab that one. What do we have? 1.5 million and some 2 million ones. So I guess we could go either way at this moment. Nothing else really to get. What do the common fish look like? Okay, so they are the long, skinny ones. That's what I thought. Yeah, you can see if you're careful, or not careful per se, but if you're looking closely, you can see them kind of hop into the boat. So yeah, you can tell that the common ones are kind of the long, skinny ones. I'm not sure which one the short, fat, orange ones here are. Oh, I did something. Caught uncommon fish. There we go. So still, the common fish not worthwhile. Upgrade. I have 2 million now. Fish spots on level up, sonar pulse, and electric shock damage. Let's go ahead and go for that. And looks like we're getting into a bunch of electric options up there. So maybe if I focus on the electric things, because I think yeah, it looks like I can hit those in one hit. Activate those. Doesn't really seem like it did hardly anything. So that's kind of sad, but there are a lot of rare fishing spots here. Hopefully I can get a decent few. Let's see, still was able to get 1 million, so that's pretty decent. 2 million total. What do we have for here? Maybe some more shock damage. If I can get this up high enough, perhaps they can actually start breaking down these breaking down the rare ones. Catching strength. That'll be nice. I need that for sure in order to catch these rare ones. 24 is not enough. Just trying to see if anything good happens from these eel spots. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think I'm seeing anything worthwhile happening trying to target the eel spots. So I think for right now, we're going to ignore them until maybe we can get them to be very powerful. Oh, we're just shy of that? That's very sad. 1.5 million. I think we're just going to skip an upgrade and go straight back into it. I don't think chaining is going to do a big deal for us, since, I mean, they're not really able to kill too much. I think they can get the common stuff pretty quick and easy. But other than that, not so much. And yeah, upgrading does, or not upgrading, but catching the common stuff does let us level up. Focusing on just the rares, I don't think really gets us to level up. Unfortunately. 10 million for stormfish? Interesting. I would like to see what we have as options down here though too. But yeah, in order to get a little level up action going on, definitely need to get some of these lower tier ones, because just getting the rares is not enough for the level up, I don't believe. And yeah, leveling up replenishes our fishing pond, gives us a little extra time, helps us to get over $1 million in fish, almost 200 of them, huh? Not bad. So 3 million again total. Not really into anything per se. I mean, catching speed would be good. It's only 15%, so I think I'll go this one just because it'll unlock or show at least 2 different paths here. Still nothing great. Oh, I did it again. I kept doing that last episode too, hovering over upgrades and then going into the game, and then it just causes them to just stay on the screen. Very annoying. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with it throughout the game. Unless, can I click? No, clicking doesn't do anything. Fortunately though, the rounds don't last too long, so not stuck with it for too long. Let's go catching speed and see what we have around here. Catching size, well, that was a big jump. Uncommon fish multiplier value. That doesn't, I mean, it sounds good, but I saw what it did with the common fish, so I'm not holding my breath on that one. I'm still not entirely sure, or if I figured it out last time I forgot what these sonar pulses do. There we go, got that level up. Now we can try to get a few more of these rare spots, because yeah, they weren't very clustered up before the level up. How far did we get? I thought we might be a little further than that. Apparently not. Let's go for some area size. I guess that's it. Nothing too fancy on that. I haven't noticed a big difference in damage in regards to how quickly and how long it takes to catch these rare fish. It still feels like it takes half an age in order to do it. But it's gotta be something. I would like to get, I think it's 3.5 million in order to get, oh, just 3 million in order to get another 5 damage. So I think I will, in fact, save up for that. Because if I can start rinsing through the rare fish, that'll be big money gain. And yeah, I would imagine another 5 damage will probably decrease the catch rate by at least 1 hit, and that could be huge. So that should be almost 4 million. Perfect. At some point might end up saving up 10 million for that, but for right now, an extra 5 strength. It would be good to see what's in this corner, so maybe the next buy will be catching speed. We'll see what happens here. Just taking note of how long it takes to catch these rare fish. It does seem like it is faster, noticeably faster than the very beginning of the video. But then again, we did get almost, is it 9 or 11 strength? I'm not sure which it is that we added on just this episode already. We got a little bit further, not too much further along in level 2. Let's get catching speed just to see. That's shock damage, huh? So nothing too great there. I'm not really seeing much of great options here in terms of level up, or not level up, but upgrades. That one seemed to take a lot. I was about to say some of these, well, some of them do take only 3 hits, the smaller ones, but these bigger ones seem to take quite a bit more than 3 hits. If it were just 3 hits for all of them, that would be fantastic. Not as good as last time. Money-wise, I think that's correct as well. Not as good as last time. Yeah, nothing really looks that good so far. I'm curious about sonar. I mean, I know it's doing something. I think it might be giving us, well, a decent amount of fish. So if I give it one more, that's a 50% boost to its a 50% boost to its productivity. Hopefully I'll be able to see that. It does look like I'm leveling up a lot faster, so that's also a very good sign. I'm not struggling to do that. I'm not having to, I guess, focus on commons or the eels or anything like that. Have I boosted the uncommon fish gain or value? I can't remember. Let's see. That was... Is that this? Ah, I have not. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I can see that circle in the boat. It's really filling up now. Yeah. I remember last time when we leveled up, it would put us at like 5 seconds. This time it was 12 seconds. So we're leveling up basically 7 seconds faster. We're doing okay as in terms of all that. Let's get that. Because, I mean, it's not huge, but I think the uncommon fish are still doing us some good. I was actually forgetting what the uncommon fish look like. And I think actually I might be switching around common fish and uncommon fish. So that's the uncommon fish. They're the little skinny guys. So these were the common fish after all. I was mistaking which puddle, if you will, ripple, was which. So we have rare, uncommon, common, and eel. So now our uncommons are about as pricey as the rares, which is fantastic, really giving us a boost in money. Let's give one of those. May as well get one of those. So yeah, sorry about that. I hardly even see these little ripples that are in the water here. Completely overlooked them. Didn't realize that, well, yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. Hopefully, though, plenty of fishing spots. Now I'm debating on if it's worthwhile just kind of grazing over the uncommon ones. Maybe not. I was thinking speed run the uncommons, see how good money we'll get to that. Let's get electric eel multiplier up, just see if that can't get into the running now. Still, the common fish are not the best. I guess I haven't really taken a good look at it, to be honest, since figuring out actually which ones were uncommon fish. Or, not uncommon, the common fish. Man. Brain is not working very good right now, it seems. Alright, common. Okay, I mean, for common fish, they're doing pretty good. And our uncommons, they just pulled 1 million, which is good. Eels, I'm a little disappointed with the eels, to be honest with you, but it's better than nothing. Can I just finish out up here? I can. And let me just take a quick peek, make sure there's no squares hiding around. So it looks like, yeah, we have $4.5 million worth there, and then stormfish. So I think actually I'm just going to do a couple runs, get this stormfish unlocked, and then yeah, we can check out what that is going to be. Alright, and 3 runs later, we are now at 12 million. So, we head back over here, we can get the stormfish unlocked, and sonar pulse duration. Looks like these go back down to a much more reasonable price. Let's see. I don't see any stormfish on here. As in, I don't see any new ripples or bubbles or anything of the sort. Oh, is that it? So, okay. I'm focusing on the stormfish. I got something. I don't know. I heard like static. Obviously, I got some achievements on that, but that must be the stormfish. I don't know if that's worth the hassle of getting them. I mean, that's more or less how much money I was earning on any given day without the stormfish. So it's not like super game changing for that. Some crit chance would be good. Storm tick count. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they do something. I didn't notice that they did anything, to be honest with you. But I guess here's a stormfish. Yeah, I hear a little bit of static, and that's about it. I don't see that they're actively doing anything. They might like do a little shock to everybody on the screen here, but I haven't seen anything. It would be cool if they do a little shock to all of the fish on screen, and then when we get that leveled up, just seeing a big hurricane of fish flying to the boat, that would be pretty neat. For some reason, they seem to be worth more this time. I didn't upgrade the money on them, did I? Did I get this? No, I don't think so. I don't know why they're worth more. Let's get storm tick count. Maybe I'm just hopeful, thinking that maybe they'll do something useful, but only one way to find out. I mean, eventually I'm sure they're going to be very decent. These eels, they became very decent at one point in the game, and now they're just kind of eh. They're just kind of there, really. They might soften up some of these. Yeah, I hear two things are like static now, basically, when it comes to those stormfish. Where are they at here? Yeah, now it says 3 is 880, but last time 2 was 880. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I just want to finish out this node, so we're focusing only on this node, and now we can't afford anything. That's fine. Didn't really pay attention to what we bought either, so I don't think it's going to be very useful. Speaking of not very useful, I don't think these stormfish are very useful at the moment. I'm probably going to, for the most part, ignore them. Still trying to just focus on the rare fish. I know the stormfish can be pricey, but oh, interesting. But for the amount of time that it takes to catch them, I don't know if it's worthwhile. You can see we only caught the one, which the pricing on this doesn't make sense to me at all. But we'll see how this goes. Let's get some crit chance. Ooh, here we go. Catching strength even more. 6.5 million. I think we could probably swing that. May as well get that stormfish since we're right there, surrounded by all the rares. There's not any good clusters of rare fish, which is pretty sad. So this might actually be a pretty low earning round here. Yeah, pretty low earning. And by that, I said that completely before I even decided to look at how much we earned. It just felt like a low earning, but pretty on par with everything else, actually. Let's get some more catching strength, and apparently that's all we can do. Uncommon fish multiplier again, huh? That could actually make them pretty pricey. So we're up to, I wasn't paying attention, 43 damage a click now. Not bad. It still takes a little bit of time to get some of these bigger circles for the rares. But the smaller ones, I can't tell if it's 1 or at most 2 clicks. Or not necessarily clicks, but ticks to get them. Alright. Yeah, one it said was at 220, and now 2 of them is 880. I'm not sure what's going on with the fish prices. They seem to fluctuate, or at least the stormfish does. What is that? 15% for that, 15% area, or storm tick count. Let's go for this one. It unlocks more storm size. I don't know what that means. I haven't noticed like a storm cloud or anything like that. So I'm still not sure what the stormfish actually do. But maybe I'm really keeping my eye out. I didn't see anything. I thought maybe also that as you're hitting them, they do something, but then that wouldn't make sense for the static sound that we're hearing. Let's increase their click or tick count. See if that actually does anything at all. I'll be honest. All of the difference that I hear is an extra static sound from that. It's actually the same static sound basically as these eels, so well, no, I was wrong about that. Yeah, how much are these stormfish worth? They change every single time. Let's just grab that. More storm tick count. But why? What's it do? I'm hoping one of these games, one of these rounds, I'll be able to figure out what the stormfish does because, well, as I keep saying, I don't know what it's doing. It's just kind of there. Was it worth 10 million? I mean, I guess. It might have paid itself off by now. Oh boy. Crit damage. I don't really necessarily want any of these per se. Storm damage. That could be half decent if it actually, well, makes the stormfish themselves half decent. Maybe that's their problem though. They only do 25 damage and everything takes like 200, or anything good, I should say, perhaps, takes like 200 damage in order to do anything with. And if they do 3 ticks, that's only like 75 damage, basically. Now one fish is 440? I don't know what's going on there. But can I get... For some reason, I thought there was something for damage in here. Let's just get storm damage, and maybe now we'll see a difference on them. Still don't know if it's worth, or yeah, still don't know if I want to go and like hunt them out specifically, like that one that's kind of outlying right here. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile at all doing anything like that, or just sticking with what I know, hunting down the rares. But if we can keep getting 5 to 6 million, that should get us along pretty well. Let's upgrade our uncommon fish. I know the last upgrade was pretty big, and I mean, it was a big upgrade. This one is not as big, but still, hopefully it'll be noticeable. Yeah, I decided to go and get another stormfish, even though I'm not completely sold on what they do and how much they're actually worthwhile. Same amount though, so it seems like whether I go for them or not, it's more or less about the same amount. I feel like I should get some stuff for the storm. Surely the more I upgrade, the more it's going to be worthwhile. The game wouldn't just have this be like a complete bait, right? A money sink, if you will. Catch 25 fish at once. Sure. That was me. I did that. Absolutely. How far into level 2 are we getting now? Only slightly further. That's a little sad. uncommon fish are these long boys. That is actually pretty good money. So pretty happy with that. Let's upgrade Storm tick count, I guess. Yeah, even with them ticking, what is it, like 4 times? I haven't noticed anything. I don't know if there's like supposed to be a storm cloud or whatever. I don't see any indication of them going even with all these upgrades. Because it's supposed to have a bigger size, right? What is this? Catching speed. Huzzah. What does it take to get... Well, can't see what this is. Another treasure chest at start. If only the treasure chests were worthwhile now. Stormfish. Ooh, that would actually be worthwhile. 8 million for 5 more. I mean, if I can just kind of naturally catch them. I don't know if naturally is the right word, but while they're out here, you know, they just spawn in a lot more while I'm catching the rares. But yeah, I thought maybe they would do damage in like an area around them as I'm catching them. Not sure about that. Oh, nice. I didn't think we were actually going to get up to 8 million in one go. But I am not complaining. Alright, let's see how an extra count of these stormfish do. Yeah, I'd like to say that's what they do is damage in an area. And it just happens that everything in the area around it is already dead. But I have no idea about that. I'm not convinced. 6 million. That's not actually enough to get anything? I am surprised. I'm still not convinced that even hunting these stormfish are worthwhile. But I mean, heck, when you got 3 of them on top of each other like that, and another 2 right there, this could actually be a really lucrative run with just that. So increasing their spawn rate was definitely helpful, I would think. I think this might be our highest earning run just because of that. It's probably, that might be true. I expected more, but not quite there, huh? More treasure chests. I'd rather just finish out. There we go. Now we can focus on that. However, I don't remember what anything up here costs. 1 trillion, 1 trillion, 1 trillion. That's a lot of money. Alright, so it looks like this is our next zone right down there. Sad. Not really in the treasure chest game right now. I'm still debating on if I want to, I guess, hunt down all of these stormfish or not. I haven't really decided one way or another. I'm still pulled to going for the rare fish. That was our highest earning, that's for sure. What put us over? I guess all the stormfish. Maybe the stormfish decided to actually be worth something this time instead of being half their value or something. I don't know. I don't know why the stormfish. That must be just part of their design that they fluctuate in value. Now that might actually make treasures worthwhile. 1000% boost. And then if we have 10 of them at the start, maybe it'll actually make them worth going for. Right now they're just a casualty of war. Yeah, I guess we'll keep going just only slightly for the stormfish. Focusing mostly on the rare ones. It looks like I am taking down the rare ones pretty quickly, actually. Haven't really paid attention or noticed too much on it. Oh, just slight of that 10 million. So we'll just go straight into another one. And I do find it interesting that upgrading our boat, leveling it up, seems to be quantity based and not per se value based. Most games that have this kind of feature would be more experience based, so value based instead of quantity, I think. But there we go, 17 million. Let's get our treasure chest up and see if they actually end up being worth anything. We'll hunt a couple of them. There we go. It'd be neat if we could upgrade their size again. I wouldn't mind that. But I'm not sure, because that's already 3 size upgrades that we got. So I'm not sure if we'll actually see any more size upgrades for them. This doesn't feel like anything special, but I mean, 10 million, I mean, that is probably a decent boost to the treasure chest, not gonna lie. So let's go ahead, get an extra 3 to start with, and you know, that would probably help as well. Another big boost to the treasure chest. It's probably a waste of time really to hunt down the treasure chest at this point. But that next treasure chest upgrade, I'm actually looking forward to it a little bit. I'm curious to see if that'll bring us over, well, it should bring us over $1 million, but I wonder if we can't break $2 million with the treasure chest upgrade. Well, there, even without it, we already are looking at $1 million. Just taking a quick peek at everything else. Yeah, so the Stormfish, they're definitely bringing in money. The rares, they're definitely bringing in money. Uncommons are actually bringing in almost as much as our rares now, which I'm surprised about. Let's head back to upgrade, get that treasure chest multiplier, and sonar signal now. Oh, that's a tier upgrade though. Alright, let's just grab the treasure chest real quick. Hopefully that'll be worth some good money. It'd be nice if we broke 2 million, I'd say. Which I don't think is too out of reach, because we basically doubled the money value of it, and last time we got $1 million. Yeah, there we go. Our common fish are the only thing that's basically under $1 million. Our eels, I think we might have gotten lucky really for that run on the eels. How much do we need? 15 million. That's a lot. It seems like we're a long ways off from any of the other upgrades. Like, I think apart from these million ones that we're currently working on, the next tier, I guess, of upgrades costs like 1 billion, and we're barely making 10 million. So it just seems like that's quite a ways off, and things are starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Not quite getting that 10 million every run. Maybe this will help. Upgrading the signal tier. Rare fish value, doubling that, huh? I think that'll definitely help. That'll probably get us around 5 million each of those, so that should bring us to maybe 12 million every run, which definitely helps. It doesn't help that I just singled out that one Stormfish either, but what are you gonna do? Live and learn, I guess. Lots of them. Yeah, when they're all grouped up like that, it's definitely worthwhile. When they're just a single little thing out there, I don't know about that. Let's see, a rare fish, 4 million. So if we could double that, do we have enough money for that? I wasn't paying attention. No, we are just slightly underneath it. Underneath what we need. There's a lot of chests out here, but I mean, now that we've upgraded the price, they are worthwhile to get. I just don't think they're worthwhile to go out of the way to get. It's almost hard to keep it in my mind that at this point, I just about want everything. 5 million. Yeah, if we could double that, that'd bring us to almost 20 million on a day like this. Let's grab that straight away. 20 and 25 million. That's very pricey. Can we go back to like $100 upgrades? I wouldn't mind that. We leveled up even, but it still feels like there's hardly any fish out here. Which is very sad because, well, obviously, having fish out here would be nice. So almost 9 million for the rare fish. It's an okay day. Let's just grab this one because it's more expensive. And what do we have? AutoNet? Alright, sure. Whatever that means. But it's probably just something. It'll probably be relatively small. Just stands in one little spot. Catches whatever's in that area. That's my guess. I guess we'll find out very shortly. If I get enough money this run, I'll get it. I doubt I'm going to get enough money this run, so we'll probably see it in a couple of runs. Yeah. Because since I can't get that, I can get this. And now we're on to this one. 35 million. No sleep till 35 million. Yeah. These rare fish this time around seem to be pretty decently piled up. 24 million that time. Our rare fish got up to almost 14 million. That is what we like to see. Still not 35 million. So let's go ahead and knock that out. There we go. Another 25 million. Almost 55 million total. So let's get us that AutoNet. Are things more reasonably priced? Only slightly. That's a lot of, that's a big boost to AutoNet damage. Alright, where are we looking? Yeah, so there's our AutoNet right up there. Yeah, so anything that's kind of floating into it, AutoNet will get. It's very bad right now, but we are going to be getting a big boost of damage to it. So it'll make it slightly better. It'll actually do more damage than me right now. It'll do 50 damage, I only do 43. And lo and behold, we have enough to actually do that. What is this? Ooh, count. Move speed? Our AutoNet moves? Didn't look like it moved any in this one. I wonder if it circles our boat. I do see that it's moving very slowly. I wonder if it circles our boat. It would be neat if I could just have that thing start really rotating. Not rotating, but spinning around our boat. I don't know. But let's just move on. I think getting more is better than getting any of those other ones there. Coin value per... What? Oh, what? We got some pretty good upgrades coming up here now. Yeah, I figured they were just going to be on opposite sides there. Probably end up with a small circle circling us. But yeah, I think was the next damage upgrade for them by 50. So that'll definitely be helping. I haven't really been paying attention. I think we're getting what, like 25 million on a run. 30 million. Yeah, the AutoNets I think are getting us a little bit better. 20 million alone from our rare fish. That is pretty crazy, actually. Let's get... Where was it? Oh, here we go. Coin value. ×2. Perfect. So if we were getting 30 million, does that mean we're going to be seeing 60 million right now? I hope so. Heck, I hope it goes even one step further. 90 million. I would love to see that. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the Stormfish, now that we've gotten that upgrade a little while ago. Huh. Not as much as I thought it was going to be. Sad. Quite sad. But the Stormfish seem to be making a mighty appearance. What to get? Options. Let's get more damage. Now they do quite a bit more damage than me. And then probably get a third one. after this. I think getting a speed upgrade for these would be good. Not a movement speed, but a tick speed. I don't see that they do damage too often. They're a little slow in that regard. Yeah, so that top one, I didn't get to see it tick a second time. Oh, what do we have here? Catching strength, a little extra. Nice. We got 50 million just from that run. Wow. Yeah, I think upgrading the size would be good. But let's start with an extra net just right away. Let's go for... oh, I can't do that one. Let's go for that one then. Some extra move speed, and there's tick speed there. Finally. Let's see. They are moving. They are moving. Yeah, much faster than they were, but not very fast, which I guess it doesn't really matter because, well, they don't have a high tick speed, so what's the point of them moving at light speed if they never proc, basically? It's probably better that they're slightly slow. 61 million, those are starting to get up to the numbers that we like to see. Net size, tick speed. That's a 25% tick speed. Let's get it. Oh, we can get another 25 coming up here soon. Yeah, let's try to get that. How quick are we going now? So it's like, what, every 2 seconds, give or take? Second and a half? I'm not sure. It's not fast, but it's not the slowest thing. An extra 25% on the tick speed should definitely help. We're getting about halfway onto level 2 as well. What do we have? Auto net damage would be good. 75 though. Alright, let's get a little extra size now that we have the money. I can notice the size actually. Don't know if you guys can. Maybe you're just calling me crazy at this point, but well, I can't necessarily disagree with you on that one. But I can see they are slightly bigger. It would be cool if I could save up enough money to get all of the, or most of the size upgrades and just see them get big boost. Not as far as last time. Not even 75 million. Sad. Size, that's 55. Size, that's 50. So definitely not going to be able to get them all. Oh, this thing. They really want this thing to move. Why is this one only 25%? That seems so low. But yeah, can definitely tell that these things are getting big. Another, what is it, 15% is it? Should make it probably... Actually, I don't know how big they would end up. I was going to compare it to one of these size of the puddles, but they're already about as big as the biggest puddle. Or ripple, or whatever you want to call these things. Pretty sad day for money, really. But we did get enough to get our damage on the auto net up. Fish density. It's been a while since we've seen any of those. Alright, well, I got a little carried away and did 5 or so runs. I did earn $1 billion, though. Which gives us a big, or I guess not a big boost, gives us a boost to our gold catch value. And, well, we have 300 million to spend. So let's go ahead, use that on our auto nets and fish density. So now, let's go ahead, that's a pretty decent boost, and check out how our auto nets are now. I feel like instead of making the auto nets bigger, it made everything else smaller. Which, once again, maybe I'm crazy. But it just seems like everything else is smaller, like it's zoomed out a little bit. Wow, that run seemed to just kind of end real quick. How much are anything else? 100 million all around. Well, I think though we will hold off on any more purchases, any more runs until next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you would like to, go ahead and give it a like. I would very much appreciate it, and you could consider subscribing. And until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.